I was just asking for guidance. I was just asking God, Spirit, the universe, whatever you might call it. I was asking for guidance, and it brought me an orange. I'm telling you, it never happened to me before. I never had a thought like that. But this orange that I kept seeing everywhere in my mind, on the beach and on the hood of a car, in the mailbox, it literally saved me. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Off The Record with Sean Nolan. That's me. It's so good to see you guys. And, today I wanted to talk about something that affects us all, and I'm sure you all have experience with it too. And for me mainly, I thought it was a thing of the past, but just the other night it happened to me, and I thought it would be good to talk about it, not just because it's good to talk about it, but also because I think that what happened to me and what I did might help you as well to get through this when it happens. So the other night I woke up, must have been around 1:30, and I had what felt like a full-blown panic or anxiety attack. And you know how it is when you wake up with a thought, and it's a negative thought. It's whether it's logical or illogical or rational, irrational, doesn't matter. It feels like a train of thoughts that you can't stop, and you're just lying there and it's going on and on and on in your head, and you have this weird feeling in your gut, and it's just, it's awful. And I thought, okay, I'm just gonna shift my thoughts to something positive. I'm gonna start thinking about something that is, you know, that's positive to me. But I just couldn't get myself to think about anything else. Those thoughts just kept coming back, and it was like a freight train. And all of a sudden, you know, I thought, okay, if I can't help myself, I always know there's a higher force, there's something greater than me. So I just said, well, God, the universe, Spirit, please help me. Just please help me. And all of a sudden, I received a very clear thought, and it was the weirdest thing, because the thought was, think about an orange. And it stopped me in my tracks. I was like, what does an orange have to do with anything? And the thought just came up, think about an orange. Orange. So I was like, what should I do with an orange? And this thought said, well, think about what unusual places you could find an orange. Where could you go and what could you see where you could find an orange? And okay, I started thinking about maybe a sidewalk. That didn't feel so weird. It could be, you know, it could just fall out of someone's shopping bag. That the sidewalk wasn't that weird of a thought. So I thought, what about the middle of the road? Still didn't feel weird and unusual, and I kept thinking, what are unusual places to find an orange in or at? And then, you know, I started coming up with things that are a little more off the beaten path, like, what about on the hood of a car? That felt a little unusual. How about a mailbox? A mailbox started to feel really different. Okay, I find an orange in a mailbox. And then I thought, how about in my boot? If I would find an orange in my boot, I'd feel it's really weird, right? It's really unusual. And then I kept just thinking about this orange, and I saw oranges everywhere, and all of a sudden I had this thought, what if an orange would be hanging down from a palm tree? And I thought, a palm tree, oh, that reminds me of the beach. Oh, what if I could find an orange on a beach? That didn't seem so weird. Like, you could find an orange on a beach. Someone could have just left it there. But all of a sudden, in my mind, I was seeing palm trees. I was seeing the beach. I was seeing the water, and I just kept going with it and kept going with it. And all of a sudden, I felt this feeling of relief coming through me, and it just. Oh my God, I felt so good. It felt so wonderful. That train of thoughts that I had before, that full-blown anxiety attack, panic attack, it was gone. And I was thinking to myself, it's in that moment when it happens, when that train starts rolling and it's coming down the tracks, you can't stop it. You can't just hit the brakes and stop it. It doesn't work like that. But what you can do is you can shift your attention. And I was just asking for guidance. I was just asking God, Spirit, the universe, whatever you might call it. I was asking for guidance, and it brought me an orange. I'm telling you, it never happened to me before. I never had a thought like that. But this orange that I kept seeing everywhere in my mind, on the beach and on the hood of a car, in the mailbox, It literally saved me from this awkward, awful feeling that I had in you know, the pit of my gut. The thing is, there's always a way out of any situation, especially things that are going on in your mind. I knew it was 1:30 at night, and all of the things that I was thinking weren't real, they weren't happening. It was not like there was an imminent threat, but it felt real to me. It felt so darn real to me, I couldn't do anything about it. And this shift in focus is what saved me. We're all going to have those experiences in our lives. We're all going to hit a point or have this negativity creep up on us sometimes. And for me, it happens very, very rarely now, but still it happens sometimes. And what can I do with it? So step one, I ask for guidance, I ask for help. Step two, no matter what this guidance looks like, and even if it seems very weird at the time, I accept it like an orange, right? And then go with it. Go with it. It's like you slowly get ready to jump from that one train on the other train, and you have to be brave for it. But it's simple. Follow the guidance, and it'll lead you to somewhere really beautiful. So it led me to the beach and all those beautiful thoughts, and all of a sudden, instead of feeling anxious and having this feeling of panic inside of me, I felt inspiration. Trust that process, trust your instincts, trust the guidance, even if it's an orange. And thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope this can help you, and if you feel like this could help someone else too, please share it, and please subscribe to this channel. You know what it's all about for me. It's about music, it's about inspiration, it's about you and me and all of us together. So I appreciate you guys. I love you. You're my MIPs, and I'll see you soon.